What's up, y'all? Pretty simple, I ain't gonna waste your time. Most of y'all know Nickeil Alexander Walker is the cousin of the current reigning defending MVP of the NBA, SGA, and he just had his career high in scoring the other night. I think it was like 40 something. I can put it on the screen, but in this video, we're gonna try and make him an MVP, make him comparable to his cousin, and see how successful we can be. So if you've never seen me make one of these videos, it's pretty simple. All we do is we play the dude a ton of minutes, we mess with all of his tendencies, and we try sometimes to build a good team around him. Since we are doing a start from today, so we'll kind of just let this season rock, and it actually gives us a really good chance to see what he can be on this current day Hawks roster without having to like wait and see next season. So first thing we're going to do is mess with his shot and touch tendencies, put them both at 100. If he's in the game, he's touching the ball and he's probably shooting. His driving layups really good, close shots definitely solid, three-pointer solid, mid-range I wish was a little better, driving dunk I wish was a little better, but there's definitely some stuff to play with there. So like his close shots in 82, he only shoots at 15, or has a tendency of 15. I always kind of think of it's like 15% of the time he'll shoot it. We'll bump that up a lot. Midi, it's in the 70s, high 70s, so we can bump this up too. And then three-pointer, definitely gonna bump this up a lot. I'm also gonna see, is he hot from anywhere? Under, he's hot. Midi left, he's hot. 3-point left and three-pointer right. Okay, so now I'll go back here. His under was hot, so we'll up that a lot. His midi left was also hot. Three-pointer left was hot, which I think is listed as midi left. It's messed up, but that should be right. And then we'll also up his three-pointer right. Also gonna up his drive. I mean, he's just, what we do is we do make him do as much as possible. Driving dunk we're not gonna touch. We'll also up his finish as well as his dish. ISO versus poor defender, I don't really want him isoing too much. I don't think he has that type of bag, but we'll see. All right, so we upped all of his defensive tendencies and we're gonna lower his foul tendency, that way he's not getting fouled out of games. And they only have him playing about 28 minutes. We'll kind of just let this first year rock and then see how things go. CJ will probably regress. Some of their other players are probably going to progress, so we'll just kind of let things go as they are. This first game against Golden State, which is probably going on as I'm recording this at night on the 21st. Nope, Hawks won, and our guy Nickeil had 17 points. Can he do better than that here? No, they lose, and he had 12 points on bad shooting. So we're gonna skip to the end of the year and I'll see if he had any crazy games. Luka actually wins MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, Nas Reed Six-Man Wemby, Depoy Buzelis Most Improved, Clutch Player goes to Jaylen Brown, and the Thunder get those. First team, no real big surprises here. Jalen Johnson making second team, really nothing out of the ordinary, so we'll just skip all that. So Nickeil finished this season averaging a clean 20, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 45 from the field, 38 from 3, and we'll just see his recent games. So after putting up mediocre numbers, had back-to-back 29-point games at 26, at 17, 31, 33, 29. Solid stuff. We'll up his minutes next year and fix some stuff with the roster, and it should be better. They are an 8 seed. Do they win? I don't want to simcast, I just want to sim. The Hawks lose, so they got to play Charlotte, and they do beat Charlotte, so they play the Pistons in round 1. Probably going to be a really tough matchup for the Hawks, but I'll just put Nickeil on Cade. I feel like that's their best chance. Game 1, they actually upset him. Cade had 24 and 12 on bad shooting. Nickeil had 6 on bad shooting. So they lose game 2, lose game 3, lose game 4. And the most they could do was surprise the Pistons in game 1. Nickeil in the playoffs actually went down to 17 points a game. Don't love that. We'll see how these playoffs finish up. Celtics Rockets finals, Celtics NBA champions. And I will start to figure out what we can do for this team. Draft lottery, Wizards get the first pick, which is not gonna be Dabansta. Actually, you know what, we'll load in the draft class. I usually don't, but it's March Madness, people want to see that, right? They have signing, I feel like this was a pretty disappointing year for the Hawks, finishing 8th seed when we were all pretty high on them this year going into the year with the moves they made. But we'll hold off. We'll keep our guy Quinn Snyder for now, give him another year. We do have the 8th pick in the draft. I don't know if we should pick anyone. Darren Peterson goes number 1, Cam Boozer number 2. That's a really good Cam Boozer. Is that just like a face scan? 3 is Kingston Flemings. Dabansta goes 4 to play with the Clippers. Wow, that's pretty interesting. He was 1 away from going to the Jazz. No trade so far. I think we're gonna be the first trade. Not that I don't think any of these players can be good. I just watched this dude dunk all over someone today, but I'd rather get a win now player and really start to figure out this roster. We could, all right, hold up, we might just have to steal him. I mean, Suggs is pretty solid as a defensive wants a point guard. But do we just mess around? We could go get MPJ. Okay, so I'm between some trades here. The best being a trade offer just it's kind of wild. The rest of these NBA players are like 80 overalls. I feel like the Suggs fit could be really nice as another just defensive player, and I want a guy who's gonna have less touches or shots, 60 shot tendency. He can hit the three decently well, and he's gonna play lockdown defense. I think I'm gonna talk myself into this one. Plus, I don't want to get the Band because that just seems unfair. Wendell Carter's a nice piece off the bench as well, and we will take that. Darius Akuff goes to them. We do have another pick here. Do I even know any of these names? Did I just watch this dude play today? No. Oh, I know Cohen Carr. That guy's a goat. Let me just trade it, bro. Oh, there's nothing even. All right, we'll go get the Michigan State player because I'm a Michigan State fan. 380s in this draft. I cannot believe how good that looks. Like, that looks just like bro. I think we are going to accept the team option on Kuminga. He's played pretty well with the Hawks since getting there, and he's just another guy who can play some defense, shoot some shots for us. I don't hate him being here. Reese Shea's an easy one as well. We can't just spend a first overall pick on someone and get rid of him, and we'll let both of these guys walk. So in free agency, we are 20 million over the cap, but part of that I think is because we still have CJ McCollum on the cap holds. So let's just fix that. 46, get out of here. Jacques Landale, no. We got Gabe Vincent on the cap holds. None of this is affecting the cap room, so that kind of sucks. Outside of like Suggs is a big contract, okay. So we actually do have some decently high contracts on this roster. I was hoping because we were younger, I talked myself into thinking we would have some money, but we really don't. But that's all right. We don't really need too much. Like, our wings are really good. Power forward's a good spot for us. Center's in a good spot. And I don't really want to back up point guard, so we can bring back CJ for the vibes though. All right, we signed CJ and Chris Middleton. Those will be our two moves. I don't know, just some more defensive guys. They ain't gonna play. Injuries are off. So Nickeil actually goes down. Dyson up 2. Jalen Johnson up 1. Reese Shea up 4. CJ down 3. So I mean, kind of what I expected. I feel like we didn't get enough time to see what Nickeil could do, so we're gonna just kind of let the roster play a little bit this year again. I'm gonna just let CJ rot on the bench, to be honest. You know what, that feels wrong. I got an idea. Well, I was gonna try and trade into Portland, but they don't really have anybody whose contract matches up too well. All right, they wanted to give me Alex Antetokounmpo, but we'll just do this. We'll give them both our vets. They can play over there, and we'll just take AJ Green to sit on our bench and not feel bad about it. These 11 minutes, they're gonna go straight to Nickeil. We're gonna lower the lineup performance factor so that Nickeil's playing every game, just about the same amount, and we will just kind of let this first year start to rock. The other thing I want to do is we'll do neutral, we'll go shoot at will, limit transition, we're gonna go physical defense. We have so many good defenders, and we'll just do some crash, others run. And then what's the system proficiency? I just feel like defense we could cook with the wings. At least we'll just go balance for now, and we'll see at the end of October how we're doing. 3-3 start, not great. Nickeil is averaging 28.5, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. I'm gonna up a couple things for him. One's gonna be his crash rating. Since it's so low, he's not gonna get like any boards. In fact, what is his attribute for rebounding? 38 and a 54. I mean, they could be worse. And then I also want to up his dish just a little bit, like to a 65, get him passing the ball a little bit more. Immediately, that seems to have helped, winning a lot more games. We'll just check at the end of November so we can see a clean month what he averaged. So we are 14-5 now after those couple changes. He's still hovering about 29 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, he's still playing really good. His field goal percentage is just soaring up. Has 40 in a game this year. His cousin has 63, just coming off a 39-point game. 40 was against Boston, 40 and 8 with 4 blocks. Still has not broken his career high yet though. Oh, I should have paid more attention to this matchup. He does get the win against his cousin, and he outplayed him 31, 6 and 8 with a steal and 3 blocks. He did have 6 turnovers, but Shea had 25, 1 and 4 in the loss. So that's huge. That was a huge matchup. I should pay more attention to those. In this game against the Magic, nobody could get stops. Nickeil had 47 and Desmond Bane had 50. Not to mention 25, 11 and 8 for Jalen Johnson, and Paolo had 32, 11 and 9. So nobody was getting stops in that game. December was a worse month for him. Rebounds went down, assists went down, percentages went down. So we'll see. We'll go to this game against the Thunder is probably a good spot. We'll do a simcast game here because it's his cousin, just see how things are going. Team is hooping though. I mean, straight hooping 34 and 10. Dude, holy. 41 and 10 going into this game against the Thunder. And it looks like it's about to be a dub. They're trying to come back late. It's a 5-point game. Hold on. We hit some free throws, it looks like. We do win by 5. Nickeil had 30, 5 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 6 turnovers, bad shooting. Shea had 32 and 10 turnovers. Pretty good shooting though. And the trade deadline's here. I'm not gonna do nothing. Like, everybody is just straight hooping. Like, I cannot be mad. Jalen Johnson down to 16 points is kind of disappointing. Same thing for Reese Shea, but obviously that's a big improvement for him. But to see Jalen Johnson go from his all-star season last year, I mean, he's super efficient, but I mean, he is also just seeing less touches. Interesting stuff. But yeah, we're gonna see if Nickeil made either the 3-point contest or the all-star game. I don't think he'd be in the dunk contest. He does not make the 3-point contest. He does not make the dunk contest. Does he make the all-star game? No, for real though. The best player on the back. Come on, I thought he had 2K is weird if players are lower overalls about making them all-stars. 84, 85 might be that cutoff range, bro, where a guy just can't be an all-star. That's all right. We'll finish out this year. I don't think we have any more matchups with the Thunder, no. So we'll just kind of simulate the rest of the season. That's another thing I haven't mentioned. Before losing these 4 games, we were still at 10 losses all the way into the 50s. So we went on a huge run, because I said we were what, 34 and 10 at a point. Can we finish with 60 wins? Barely. Damn. Got cold at the wrong time. And it's your MVP, Darren Peterson, rookie of the year. 6-man does go to DeBansta, who we could have had, of course. Not too mad with how our season finished. And Nickeil doesn't even make first team or second team. He finishes on the 3rd team. I mean, I gotta say I disagree. He only added 14 wins to the team though, so maybe that played a role in it. He doesn't even make defensive second team. I mean, whatever. Just feels like a lot of disrespect. Just doing a little player comparison of these two. Marketability is crazy. Disrespectful to Nickeil. So since I didn't look at this before the playoffs started, I guess I can't really take a look at it, but that would have been cool to be able to see just like right here. But we can take a look at it here. 31, 3.6 rebounds, 7 assists, almost 2 steals a game on 59% from the floor, 42 from 3, 89 from the free throw line. Yeah, Shea outplayed him a little bit, but hey, first year, maybe it gets even better. We do sweep Washington in round 1. We do have to play Boston in round 2, but I just like our matchups on everybody. Jalen Johnson might be cooked in the post, but I mean, we should put up a good fight here. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a loss. Game 3 is a win. Game 4 is a win. Game 5 is a loss. We do win in 6. In game 6, Nickeil had 45, 7, 3, and 2. 16 of 25 shooting with 12 3-pointers. That reminds me too, I should check. Did he end up breaking his career high this year? Yes, he had 51. We'll go check out that game. It was the second to last game of the season against Utah. 51 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. I wonder if he broke it any other times. 49 against Charlotte, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. 45 here against Cleveland. And in the conference finals, we play the Cleveland Cavaliers. James Harden, Mitchell. I like our backcourt matchup. Tyson Daniels should work on Tyson. Evan Mobley, really, like, he's good, but offensively, is he going to kill you every single night? I don't know. Jarrett Allen could kill us on the boards. Jaden Ivey coming off their bench, okay. And they got Norm Powell. Okay, we're gonna sim. We win game 1. We win game 2. We lose game 3. Win game 4. We're in the NBA Finals in year 1, probably to play the Spurs and get killed. And yeah, playing the Spurs. Nickeil was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I kind of skipped through it pretty quickly on accident. Now this might be a worrisome matchup with Wendell Carter having to guard Wemby. I mean, the rebounding is just not good, bro. We don't have like a big man who can lock down the post on the roster. All 3 of our big man's like stats are pretty similar when it comes to that stuff. All right, so nothing we can really do. We're gonna just sim game by game. Game 1's a loss by 15. Fox had a good one. Game 2 is a win. 38 for Nickeil. Tied at 1. We go up 2-1. Fox had a good game. Nickeil is kind of leading the way. We're gonna simcast now. 2 wins away. They're hanging around here. It's a 4-point game. 3 minutes left. 2-point game. Oh, come on. Go on a run. Up 8, up 6, up 4, 6, 4. It's a 5-point game. All right, we can hop in here. 3 points with 34 seconds left. We hop in. Wemby's at the line. Free throw is good. Oh, I don't want to be playing. Hold up. Nickeil currently has 44 points though. He's hooping. Nickeil gonna bring it up. 30 seconds left. Harper on him. Screen from Okongwu. Nickeil inside Okongwu. 2 and he bricks the layup. Wemby going against him. Wemby going the other way now. Spurs not calling a timeout. Under 10 seconds, still down by 2. Harper. Wemby doesn't screen, fakes like he was going to, and he makes the layup even though it's contested. We have no timeouts. A chuck from Alexander Walker is off. We got OT. Spurs showing fight in a game we probably should have had won here. We're just gonna hop back into the simcast for a little, and we actually are getting ran in OT. Down 6, down 4, down 6. Yeah, we lost. We lose by 7. Wemby at 36 at 15, 51 for Nickeil Alexander Walker in an NBA Finals game. I mean, that's gonna change some discussions that you're involved in. We don't need another power forward playing. Up the starters minutes so they're playing more, and just hope that makes a difference. Game 5, very pivotal, tied series at 2. We're home and we're losing all the way. Do we have any fight left in us? No. We are going to go down 3-2 and have to win a game in San Antonio. Come out hot, and we're leading the whole first half, so that's nice, but they are still hanging around. They take the lead. They're up 2, up 5, and they just won the NBA championship. They came back and stole that game from us. In the playoffs, Nickeil played really well, just could not get the job done, and LeBron's going to retire. I mean, all these guys already tried last year, so maybe need to make some changes. Maybe need to make some changes to this roster. Draft lottery time. We have the 12th pick from New Orleans. I don't really care about our picks though, to be honest, and I actually really like this. We're gonna get Mitch Rob from the Sixers for 2 of our picks that I'm not too worried about. In that series, we needed a real lockdown center, so I like that trade for us because we really needed a center in that series. If we want to contend with teams like that have guys like Wemby, we definitely need a legit center on our roster. The guy the Sixers did get is a 7-footer though. We can get Kuminga on a really team-friendly deal. Here's my thought process though. Kind of a cheesy thing I'm tempted to do, but I think I am just gonna do it because I can. We're gonna give Kuminga a 1-year deal, and actually let's put into mind who we want on this team. So point guard with Suggs, I'm fine. 2 guard is us. The 3, I'm fine. 4, I'm fine. Maybe a real even better center. Have Mitch Rob be a backup to somebody. I mean, if I just pair those 2. All right, I do have a guy I do want to go get. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give Kuminga the max that we can give him, and hope that we can go get the guy I wanted to get. I doubt it though, because he just was a free agent and he signed with, also Jokic is a free agent. So Giannis signed with the Warriors. Is he listed as he's not listed as untouchable. We gotta strike while the iron's hot. It doesn't make sense. It's not realistic, but and he's got a high shot tendency too. So I mean, it just don't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm just curious. We throw in Kuminga. We're still 8 million over. I give you Onyeka, and I will give you every pick. I gotta get rid of the Stepien rule, bro. I actually think I'm gonna be able to do this now. I don't remember giving Jonathan Kuminga a no trade clause, and oh my god, I didn't even think about it. I'm taking away his no trade clause, first of all. But if this trade does work, I'm sending him back to the Warriors. Oh, poor dude. All right, so what did I give him? I gave him these picks: AJ Green, Asa Newell. All right, it's not possible. He was gonna be our Wemby stopper, but instead we just paid $39 million to Jonathan Kuminga. So that is something. We'll go get DeAndre Hunter on a min again. Bring him home. Whatever. Player progression. Nickeil continues to regress. Reese Shea up to an 85. Dyson Daniels an 88. So I just still don't love our center rotation. I'm just gonna see, what if I throw all 3 of them together? It's just too much money. I mean, we could get Pascal Siakam. I don't hate. Does he move the needle that much though? You know what? Screw it. He can come off the bench for us. We got to make moves. We got to become better somehow. And you know what? We'll pick up Zubac too. Aaron Nesmith and Zubac, I mean, they ain't slouches. I don't know, man. I don't know if this team is better, but it's for sure different than it was. You can't say it's not different. I kind of don't hate it either. Yeah, I'm fine with how they have this set up, except he don't need to play all this much. We're just gonna rock with this. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Game 2 is against Shea and the Thunder. We did just win 148-93. We did just make a lot of drastic changes for a team that was 2 wins away from the NBA Finals, or the NBA being NBA champions. We're up 1, up 2, tie game with 121 left. We'll hop in here. One thing I'm gonna do real quick too, just switch Nickeil to Shea's matchup, and hopefully the game fixes that. Shea going against Suggs. Suggs playing good defense, hand straight up and one. Of course we get to see Shea, and in the first 10 seconds he's going to the free throw line. Hits the first, of course. The second also up and good. We are down 2 now. Nickeil bringing it up. SGA don't want this smoke. Goes right around Case and Wallace, and that's not a foul our way though. Oh man, missed the layup. Shea gets wide open. 1-on-1. underhand passes it. Now what the fuck just happened? Straight up, what the fuck just happened? It's an interesting pass. That's the kind of pass you throw in high school and you get taken out of the game for. Zubac sees the ball get caught and then goes for a steal the complete opposite direction and completely out of the play. You just love it. That's, if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. Nickeil going on Kaysen, cross, layup, fillet. Okay, get me out of here. We lost this one. 142, 138. Shai had 42 and Nickeil had 21 and 11. In game one, he had a really good game though. 34, 5, 6, and 3. Insanely good start so far. 25 games in, we're 21 and 4. And yeah, Nickeil 29 and a half, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, almost 2 blocks a game on 48 from the field, 38 from 3. I ain't mad at it at all. He is leading the league with the highest points scored in a game this year, 51 on November 3rd against the Knicks. Really good game. Oh, I didn't even realize it was Thunder versus the Hawks in the finals of the Cup, and Shai did win Cup MVP. I mean, that's nothing, but dang, that would have been cool to watch. Finals rematch, we did lose. Another Thunder matchup, we did win this one, 35 for Nickeil. Oh, I want to see if that player comparison thing works. Oh, it does. So yeah, it does have this too. First in minutes per game versus 32nd points, 5th and 4th. That's pretty cool. Rebounds doesn't really matter. Blocks, I mean, obviously we have a huge boost in that. That's pretty cool to be able to see this one-on-one. Oh, also, what about that matchup though? Doesn't really show anything interesting. We're kind of losing a lot more than I would like to see now. All right, as soon as I said that, we kind of figured it out, so hopefully we're good. Nickeil again doesn't make the all-star team, but we are 44 and 10, so nothing really to complain about in Atlanta. Nickeil will re-sign. We will just make sure we have him locked up. 16 mil ain't nothing to a guy like this. We also re-signed Zubac. I feel pretty good. Little quick check-in too. He's 4th in the MVP race, right above Shai, so that's pretty dope. I don't think it matters because I don't think he's gonna get it, but hey, it's cool to see anyway. 60 wins again, 68 and 14, the same record the Thunder had last year in real life. Nothing really too crazy here, and Shai and Nickeil both get bumped off first team, and Shai finishes number 1 on the second team. Nickeil all the way down to 4th. Chet finished 10th. So I mean, some interesting stuff. Dyson Daniels again, defensive second team. All right, can we win the NBA championship? Going against the Wizards in round 1 once again, and we do win in 6 this time. Going against Toronto in round 2, we're up 3-0, and we do sweep them. Knicks Nets conference finals, or no, semifinals leads to a Nets Hawks conference finals. They have Cam Boozer, Jarris Walker, Nick Claxton still here, Yeoman and Traore. So many guys shushing us off the bench. We win game 1, win game 2, win game 3, lose game 4 though, but we win game 5. They were no match for us. Can we get a Shai Nickeil finals matchup? Game 7, and we are gonna get it. Shai and Nickeil matching up in the NBA finals. That's pretty tough. Only thing I'm really gonna do here is just take away Newell's minutes. Make sure at any time Zubac or Mitch Rob are on the floor. And we're gonna up Suggs and Dyson Daniels up to 35 and just hope for the best. And just for fun, we're gonna throw Nickeil on him. Even if he gets killed, we got to. Game 1 is a win. Nickeil had 28, Shai had 30. Game 2 is a loss. Nickeil had 46, Shai had 30. Game 3 is a win. 23 for Shai, 40 for Nickeil. Come on. 2-2 series. Shai 27, Nickeil 24. Game 5, we get off to a nice lead in the first, hold on to it in the second, grow it in the third, and we hold on and win in the fourth. Nickeil had 35, Shai 32. We are 1 game away from beating Shai in the NBA finals. Come on. Back and forth, 80 to 80, 92 80. Oh my god. Down 9, down 10. We lose that one. 46 for Shai, 24 for Nickeil. Comes down to this, man. Game 7. Do we have enough? Back and forth to start. We have a lead. They come back. Down 4. Back and forth. Up 4. Up 5. All right, we're going to watch it. Up 4 with 2 minutes left. We got to hop in here just to check on what's going on. Nickeil 49 and 7 in a clincher. Shai with 22 and 13. 34 and 15 for Chet. People are coming to play, man. We got to just get some stops, get some buckets, and we can go home an NBA champion. Shai is guarding him too. Let me just get a little. All right, we are going to get a bucket there. I was trying to get a picture for the thumbnail, but Nickeil passed it into Zubac for the dunk. 1:44 left. Nickeil guarding him. Shai getting bumps. Had a jumper there. Kind of surprised he didn't take it. Goes up. Nickeil hands straight up. Good defense. Gets the block. And we are getting close here, man. Interior pass to Jalen Johnson, right back to Nickeil. That was tough. That was actually tough. And I think that's for 50-51 again. He is doing it all. This is a tough little give and go. That was tough. Right around the defense. Easy bucket. Nickeil staying on Shea, trying to make something happen. No defense there. 6-point game now. Minute 9 left. We can't let them come back, bro. This is a legacy game if I've ever seen one. You cannot let them come back. Nickeil, close him out. Shea playing really good defense here, but then the cross gets him. The layup is no good. Oh shit. AJ Mitchell going the other way. Reese Shea 2-on-1. Good stand there. Chet's 3 off. Reese Shea's gonna get fouled. I don't know what kind of free throw shooter is, but hey, this could really seal it. First one's up and good. Second one rattles in. We are up 8 for the first championship of Nickeil Alexander-Walker's career. Can he make it happen? Shea, stolen by Reese Shea. That should do it. Reese Shea going the other way. Lays it in. Clutch bucket, up 10. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Nickeil is going to be an NBA champion going against his cousin one-on-one. Reese Shea again with the steal. Taking it home even though we didn't have to. 6-0 run for Reese Shea alone. Shea, step back, midi, no good. And who else but Naw with the rebound? And NBA champions, the Atlanta Hawks, against the Thunder. You gonna dap up your cousin or anything, Nickeil? Nah. We have Killian Hayes? Nah, release him before we win a championship. As a Pistons fan, release him right now. Oh, sick camera angles. Who is that? Oh my god, bruh. This was probably our chance to see if we were gonna get a clip of him and Shea dapping it up or something. Oh yeah, Reese Shea in that picture deserves it. Wonder how many years till we ever get an updated cutscene here at the end. And Nickeil with the finals MVP. That's clutch, man. What a start to this sim. I couldn't have asked for anything other than that. 51-8 in game 7 against his cousin in the finals. Like, that's poetry. That's too good to be true. Of course, he was your finals MVP, averaging 35, 2, 5, almost 2 steals, almost 2 blocks, 48 from the field, 44 from 3, 91 from the free throw line. I mean, insanely good performance for a dude who was straight up a role player before his Atlanta run. But we'll keep pushing. All right, so it's been about 3 days since I played this, so just give me a second. Let me get reacquainted. I think we just won the NBA championship, right? Yeah, against Shea. Okay. I have to assume everything's downhill from here. He'll probably still average 20 for at least a couple years, but if he keeps regressing, I don't see it getting any better than what it just did. I'm gonna let guys retire. It's been long enough. These guys all make the Hall of Fame. All right, let me get past all this. Draft lottery, we end up with the 13th pick from the Cavs. Do I really care? We need a head coach. Who was our head coach? It wasn't still what's his name, right? Who was it? Was it Quinn? I'm gonna just resign. I feel like it wasn't Quinn Snyder though. I just don't remember who it was. Shit, it don't matter. Bring back Quinn. Sure. Jazz are trading the 2nd pick. Wait, they just traded for Larry Market? Now the Nuggets are trading the 3rd pick to the Lakers for Austin Reeves and Brandon Williams. 7th pick just landed Desmond Bain. Okay, there's a lot of trades going on. Hey, you know what? This 7'5" dude, he's 19, 75 overall, has Wes Unseld potential. Yeah, we'll draft him. So we did just lose Pascal to the Miami Heat, but we bring back Reese Shea, and now we're only $5 million over the cap because pretty much everyone other than a few guys are making money. I gotta remember we got Zubac. He'll probably start to regress, but I do still like how the team looks. We really don't need anything, but I'm gonna bring in Patrick Williams, just a guy who can play some versatile defense for us, give us some minutes, and yeah, that'll pretty much be it. Player progression, Nickeil actually goes back up to an 84, Jalen Johnson back down to a 90, Dyson Daniels down to an 86, Suggs up to an 86, Reese Shea up to an 86. Team looks good. Nothing too worried about this year. Probably just gonna be more of the same. We're gonna go ahead and do this trade with the Raptors. I don't plan to play Jakob at all, but we'll take the 1st round pick. We're also gonna let Oakley play some minutes, not too much. Gonna make sure Nickeil's playing. All right, this is what the lineup's gonna look like, and we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna bring back Clint Capella because we need to sign some guys. Torian Prince played here for a second, right? Yeah, bring him back. That should be good. Off to a good start so far. And as soon as I say that, things got worse. All right, so we're 14-8, just seeing how Nickeil's doing. Still about 29.5, 5 assists. Pretty good stuff. So I'm looking around, just seeing how guys guys are doing. Everybody's stats look good. I just don't think we're as good as last year. I'm gonna try and trade Jakob since he has such a high contract. Does he return us anything valuable? No. Maybe we throw Zoo in there, who's having a great year. I just want to put us over the edge. Let's just go see. Let me go see if anyone on the block is interesting. No, really no centers on the block. I want to see how's our center doing that we just drafted. He not playing? He's played in 50 games and he's only averaging 2.6 and 3.6. Asa Newell having an insane year off the bench, 63% from the field, 44 from three. Actually pretty comparable to what he did last year. We might just have to play bro more. There's really nobody on our team who isn't playing well, to be honest with you. So yeah, I guess we'll just stand pat and hope we can make a run in the playoffs. They think they're a championship contender, bro. I was hoping to bring in Sar to kind of progress, but if they think they're a championship contender, I didn't even really want to give up Zubac in this. How do we end up with Killian Hayes again? He about to get released. I honestly don't understand how they can think they're a championship contender, bro. All right, yeah, I ain't giving you no more than that. We're gonna get out of this season. Wemby, your MVP. Do we care about anything else? Not really. Nickeil makes third team with Shea. I meant to check everything else. Well, Dyson Daniels makes defensive second team, and Oakley did make rookie second team. Didn't really do much, but at 13th pick, I'm not too mad at that. The Bulls finished first in the East, and I have a feeling they're probably just the regular Bulls. They got this dude, John Spencer. Ooh, he's 6'11", only in his second year, already an 89 overall. They brought in Walker Kessler. Yeah, this is a pretty good team. Ayton off the bench. They got Michael Jordan's Italian nephew, Eugene. And we're taking on Orlando. It's a matchup of Suggs against his old team. Who did we trade here? I don't even remember, bro. It's been so long. Whoever it is doesn't look like they're here no more, though. Game 1's a win. Game 2's a win. 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. Game 7. We're going to take away the Rooks minutes. I should have probably done that already. Asa Newell, bro. I got to be honest. He has just proven his worth. Game 7. We will simcast. Can we get out of the first round? I think this would be a horrible season if we don't get out of the first round. Okay, we just stormed away a little bit and we win by 6, 37-8 for Nickeil. You know what that reminds me? Let me go look at, see if he had any crazy games this year. So he did have 51 in a game this year, tying his career high, tying his mark in the finals, I believe. It was against Minnesota, actually, his old team, 51, 5, 8, and 4. Pretty damn good game. We got New York in the second round. This is another tough matchup, bro. They got Kuminga. Let's just see. Game 1's a loss. Game 2 is a loss. 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. We win 4 straight. We're back in the conference finals, going against the Pistons. This is a tough team too. They're starting a 72 overall. Game 1 is a loss. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a loss. Game 4 is a win. Game 5 is a win. We're back in the NBA finals to take on Wemby and the Spurs, I think for the second time, right? So also a fun thought about this too is two teams history of trades with the DeJounte Murray trade. This is gonna be a tough matchup for us. I don't have a whole ton of faith that we beat them. So I think for this matchup, I don't know. You know what I think I might do? I'm gonna have Risa Shea come off the bench. Asa Newell is gonna start, and we're gonna give Newell the tough ask of asking him to guard Wemby in the NBA finals. I don't love having to do that to him, but listen, bro, we need you here. I'm trying to set a bunch of these just to give us as much help on Wemby as possible. We're off to a good start in game 1, 20-point lead in the first quarter, and we've done enough so far. Nickeil at 28 for Risa Shea. Newell only had 12 points, but 6 and 9 from the field, and Wemby had 5 of 17 shooting. We love to see it. Game 2, I don't expect him to shoot that poorly the rest of the series, but that's a good start. They're coming back in the third quarter of game 2, but we pull away in the fourth. Nickeil another 28 points. Wemby a better shooting night for sure. They got RJ Barrett off the bench. Up 2-0, and we're just now going back home for game 3. Can we win? Going up 3-0, I'd feel okay. I mean, you know how 2K is. 3-0 lead ain't safe at 2K. We lose game 3, 28 again for Nickeil. Wemby, a decent game again. And yeah, they blew us out, almost scoring 50 in the second quarter here. And somehow we're still only down by 6. If we get it down to 4, I'll hop in. It's 3. We're hopping in. 115, 112. Game 4, pivotal game. This game could possibly swing the series for either team. team. Zubac in there guarding Wemby. Alexander Walker going against Harper, trying to make something happen. Oh no, almost loses the ball. Kicks it to Dyson. Get the ball to fucking Jalen Johnson or something. And yeah, that was getting blocked all day. I don't know what we were thinking. Castle going the other way. Pull up three. In transition, no good. Rebound, Jalen Johnson. He's gonna go. Looks off Nickeil. I didn't hate that, bro. Just take it. Give it to Jalen, let him take it. Instead, we give it to Nickeil, who is absolutely gassed at this point of the game. Gets a screen from Zubac. Kicks it to the corner. Jalen Johnson, excellent release. And we hit the three to tie the game with under a minute left. Box crosses. Risa Shea on him. Loses him. Bad three-pointer. Risa Shea with the good contest. Zubac with the great outlet. Risa Shea. Oh, man. I was hoping he'd get a layup there. Instead, we got to set up the offense. Nickeil pulls the three. That was never going in, especially with him being as gassed as he is. Box to Castle. Castle might be forced to pick up his dribble. Nope. The power forward up at the three-point line. Kicks it to Harper. Harper to guarded by Alexander Walker. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Great defense, Alexander Walker. Forces Harper into a bad step back three, and we collect the rebound. 8 seconds left. Dyson Daniels. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 2. Fade away. 3 from half court. What are we doing, bro? Hey, I'm not mad. We got the momentum. We forced overtime. I would have liked, I don't know if we didn't have a timeout there. I would have liked the timeout to be called, though, if we did. We're up in the Simcast. Up 5. Up 6. All right. We're going to get it to 130. If it's close, we're up 7. And we're going to win. We just went up 3-0. 30 and 7 for Risa Shea. 29 and 8 for Alexander Walker. 22 for Suggs. 21, 16 and 6 for Jalen Johnson. A double-double for Zubac. And Wemby, pretty good game from him, but he's not putting us away. I mean, that was probably his best game, 35, but we'll take that. Wemby can have absolutely world beater games, and that wasn't one of them. Shit, I guess it was. It was like 30 something, 15, whatever. And we're actually going to win the NBA Finals back-to-back years. Very little done to this team. Jalen Johnson, another almost triple-double, 24 and 7 for Risa Shea. Alexander Walker, 24 and 5, 28 and 5 for Suggs. I'm proud of Asa Newell. This is a terrible game from Wemby in a closeout game. We'll hop in here, watch the celebration. Maybe even try and get a bucket real quick since we're up by so much. Oh, I tried to get the steal with Risa Shea. I'm just going to let them shoot. Let me get a bucket. Oh, he's not even going to shoot. He's scared. They're scary. Easy dubs. Another NBA championship for Nickeil. Back-to-back for the Hawks. Torian Prince in the game. Good for him. I'm not sure if Nickeil's going to win Finals MVP. I mean, we saw he averaged 28 in the first 3 games because he had 28 in the first 3 games. But, hey, shout out Moses Moody. Hopefully he heals up soon. But we'll see if that was good enough to win Finals MVP. Jalen Johnson holding the trophy. Him and Dyson this year celebrating at the podium. So it looks like it's going to be Jalen Johnson who won Finals MVP. Someone tell Jalen Johnson he can smile, bro. Forgot to release Killian Hayes. So Jalen Johnson is your Finals MVP. It looks like sometimes there's a glitch. I don't know if it still happens in 2K26, but we'll see if it does. Your Finals MVP it is Jalen Johnson, who averaged 18, 10, 7. Yeah, I can't blame them. Great efficiency. But I'm really proud of Asa Newell in this game, bro. Holding Wemby to 6 of 22 shooting, 2 of 11 from 3. Played 32 minutes, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block, 4 of 6 from the field. Like, I really couldn't have asked more from him. And we're NBA champs again. We're going to take this shooting guard out of Wisconsin. He had A- potential. We're also going to take this dude. He has B- potential, but Bernard King ceiling A. Maybe one of these dudes pans out. 71 overall, 20-year-old, 69 overall, 22-year-old. I'm going to accept Alex Floyd's team option just in case he progresses. Asa Newell for sure. I'm going to try and lock up Asa Newell long term so we just don't have to worry about it. Does he have any offers? Just us? Oh yeah, we can lowball him. Not too much, just so he signs it. And yeah, we're just going to skip. Actually, before we get to player progression, I'm going to get rid of Zoo and Pirtle. Just see what I can get for him. Like, Jalen Tyson's not a bad bet. And a first. Actually, you know what? We might go get Mark Williams. Because if we're getting rid of Zubac, we're going to need a starting center. Tamani Kamara can play some versatile defense for us. We'll do that. We do lose first round pick in that, but I'm not too worried about it. 89 overall for Risa Shea. Nickeil goes back down to an 83. 83 for Mark Williams. Oakley only went up 1. Floyd went up 3. Yeah, we'll just keep it pushing. Zubac went down to an 80, by the way, and Jakob down to 74. So I'm not mad about that trade at all. So Risa Shea's up to 24 a game. Nickeil's still at about 26 and 6. I'm not too mad about it. We'll just kind of let it stay there. I would say the one thing Shea has on Nickeil at this point, well, obviously the All-Star games, that's a pretty big one, but really just the MVP now. 2 championships to 1, right? I think he only has the 1. I don't think he snuck a second one in there. Yeah, he just has the 1 championship, 1 MVP, but he's a 6-time All-Star, 4-time first-team All-NBA, 2-time second team. So maybe not the only thing, but I mean, hey, Nickeil's starting to get up there with some stuff. He's just not going to make All-Star teams, I don't think. But yeah, he doesn't even show up in the top 10 for the backcourt. We eclipsed the 60 win mark, 62 and 20. Ja's your MVP. Good for him. Kind of rebounded finally. 35 a game for him. We win no awards. Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. Good for him. Nickeil makes All-NBA third team, average just under 28 a game, 6 assists. Shea is All-NBA second team. Defensive second team goes to Dyson Daniels. And we finished second in the East again to the Billy Donovan Bulls, who basically have Michael Jordan on their team. 26, 6 and 6 for a third-year player on 61 from the field, 45 from three. This dude's legitimately gonna be the best player in the NBA, maybe ever. And they brought back Kobe White. We win 4-1 against Philly in round 1. We sweep Boston in round 2. Again, he hit 51 for his career high in this season. I wonder why he can't eclipse that. He's just gonna hit 51 every year. He still has yet to record a triple-double in his career also. That's kind of interesting. We do have to take on Chicago in the conference finals. This might be where the fun stops, man. I mean, this dude that they got is literally gonna be the best player maybe ever. We're down 3-0 and we just got swept by that dude. Shout out him, bro. 24 game, 8.5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2.5 steals, almost a block on 59.6, 86.2, 52.6. I hope they win. And they do win in 7. I think they were just down 3-0. I'm gonna have to double check that. Yeah, they were down 3-0 and they just came back and won in 7. Shout out them. He, of course, was the finals MVP. All right, I had to take another break, but I'm back. Draft lottery, we end up with the 29th pick. It's our pick. Does it have any sort of value? 1 star. Yeah, we kind of just can't do anything right now. So we'll just go to the draft, pick the best player we can, and keep pushing. All right, we're going to take Mike L. Henderson. He has A- potential and ceiling is Scotty Barnes. So we're not going to pick anybody else, but Henderson seemed worth it. He's a 62, 22-year-old. So I don't know. We're going to bring back Christopher. I don't even remember this dude. We're going to let him walk. Throw the qualifying offer to Alex Floyd. Dang, Paolo's an unrestricted free agent and he has 0 offers. Our team's pretty much built on versatility defensively, so we're going to go get Miles Turner, Andrew Wiggins, and Kawhi Leonard. We'll renounce the rights on him and Bryce Howell. All right, player progression. Reese Shea's up to a 91. Dyson Daniels back up to an 87. Nickeil's going to stay right around 84 every year. Wiggins down. Oakley up 2. Kamara down 2. Leonard down 2. Kawhi down 3. Alex Floyd up 3. I don't know if those guys are going to be able to play just because it's taken them so long. And Nickeil's starting to get up there. I think this will be his age 32 season. Yeah, so Pat will land us a first round pick. We had to clear. Oh, we still got to get rid of people? Oh, because we just traded for somebody. I'm an idiot. We'll take 2 seconds from the Clippers. All right, we should be good now. Yeah, man, I want to get Austin Newell in there more, bro. I feel like he earned it last year. He's a 92 3-pointer. I'm going to tell him to work on his rebounding so that hopefully we can just get him some more reps as a starting center even. We are killing people. 156, 104. Nickeil had 43. Yeah, it's just going to be more of the same, huh? 165 in this team, or in this game. We have 5 players scored 20 plus. Austin Newell right there with 18. Damn. We're playing in the Cup Finals. Might as well just check it out. And we do get ran in this game. Zion had 38, 8 and 7, 29, 6 and 10 for Fears. Oof. Damn, we just are going on a losing streak there, but we turn around. We got time. We just did some disrespectful stuff to the Hornets. 144 to 78. Just absolutely killed them. Bro, this really ought to just be a John Spencer video. This is crazy. Like, obviously the numbers are really good, but maybe they don't like seem that crazy till you look. He's shooting 61% from the field, 41 from 3. That is insane. Cooper Flag MVP. Nothing else that we really care about. Shea makes All-NBA second team, but Nickeil doesn't make any All-NBA teams. We have no all-defensive teams, and we fell to second in the conference behind the Orlando Magic, who did re-sign Paolo. They got a Cuff Jr. at the point. They got Franz still, Jace Richardson's progressed, Anthony Black. Chicago fell to 3. Desmond Bane regressing. A bit of a down year somehow. This is a down year for this dude, but I mean, they still got a real good squad. We're going to play Boston in round 1 again. Not too scared of them. Game 1's a loss. Game 2's a loss. We're down 3-0. We win game 4. We just lost in 5 to the Boston Celtics after I said I'm not that scared of them. It's an Orlando Magic OKC Thunder finals, and the Magic actually win. Paolo averaged 35, 8 and 5. He took not having an offer disrespectfully. Bunch of guys retiring. We lose Wiggs and Kawhi. Not too worried about that. We end up with a 13th pick from Philadelphia. I think that's the Patrick Williams trade maybe. All right, yeah, we got this dude. A+ athleticism, A potential, good good post defense. Perimeter defense is actually okay. 3-point shooting, I mean, has room to grow, but it's something. Mid-range is really good. Inside scoring. And then his NBA comp is Dwight Howard. He's only 21. We're going to pick another center. I don't care. The Bulls are willing to do this. I don't really want to give up Henderson. Let me just double check he doesn't have crazy potential. He has A- potential. I don't really want to give him up. I'll just give you another second. Yeah, that's fine. Boom. Oh my God, I didn't even realize his name's Barry Sanders. I need to check how Oakley did in his first real minutes this year. I mean, his rebounding per 36 looks good. We are still getting good progression from these guys. Henderson went up 4. He's still a long ways away though at 23. Maybe I should have traded him. Hakeem Christopher up 3. Floyd went up 1. Oakley goes up 5. All right, this is what we're going to rock with this year. And we're going to get into the sim. I am considering moving Mark Williams. That way Oakley can play more, just continue to grow. But I mean, the depth we have for now is fine. We are once again playing in the cup final this year against the Lakers. Do we care? Do we care enough to win it? All right, 132 left. We'll hop into Simcast. So they got Asar Thompson, Luka out there. Luka going against Suggs. Luka kicks it out. Dyson Daniels on the steal, going in the fast break. Gets held up. Nickeil interior pass to Jalen Johnson, gets Luka up in the air. That's a dunk all the way. Whoop. Luka pull up 3, no good. Rebound Ricochet, layup 108-103. We should have this one in the bag. Interior pass to Luka, doubling him with Jalen Johnson, kicks it out, contested 3. This team's really good, man, especially defensively. We're gonna get this dub. 111-105. Asar Thompson led the way for them. Luka had a pretty poor game. We just got so many options. Even when Nickeil 6 of 18 like that game, we can still win some games. Ricochet, your cup MVP. So at this point in the video, since we already won a couple championships, we can kind of tell that Nickeil's probably not going to make too many more All-NBA teams, and he's going to really start regressing soon. I'm going to kind of be a little more hands-off, just kind of get through these seasons, and probably less gameplay, less hopping in, just letting recaps of the seasons, basically. Ricochet makes the All-Star team. He is currently averaging 24, 6, and 3. Pretty good for him. I wish we could see like their numbers when they play each other, or like all-time numbers. We get very basic information there. Another 50-plus win season. 56 and 26. Ja, once again, your MVP. Ricochet, NBA. Oh, we knew that. That's lame. We finished second seeded again to Orlando. We play Miami in round 1. We're just going to sim it. We do win. Play Washington in round 2. They still got Shea. They got Darren Peterson, Koulibaly, Keyshawn George. No Alex Sarr. Game 1, win. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. On to the conference finals to play the team that eliminated us last year with Boston. Continued development for their point guard and this small forward. We'll see. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. 3-1. And we do win in 5 to take on the Pelicans. Spears and Zion. Liam McNeely's here. Zach Edey. Game 1 is a loss. Zion had 32 and 9. All right, we took Trey Murphy out of the lineup against his old team in the finals. That's probably heartbreaking. 35 for Nickeil to tie us at 1. We go up 2-1. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that, damn. Because we're here, I guess we'll just simcast it. Actually, nah. 2-2, up 3-2. Can we win the finals for a 3rd time? This is the greatest era of Atlanta Hawks basketball, and we're going to game 7 in the NBA Finals. Nickeil tried 37 points on 37 shots. 34 for Ricochet. Spears and Zion killed us. Now, I'm not too worried about Zion, so what I'm going to do for this game, we're going to force him to shoot as much as possible. We're going to front him because he's a little shorter. Hope that's the right move. Now, who do I even want, bro? I'm thinking about putting Asanul back in the starting lineup for the versatility of perimeter and interior defense. Yeah, I got to. Now, do I bench? I think we're going to bench Jalen Johnson, which is crazy. We're going to bench Oakley a little bit more. And yeah, game 7, Hawks Pelicans. We're losing. I feel like off the bench, we should be killing them. With Jalen off the bench, Dyson off the bench. We're down 3, down 9. Cut it to 3, down 5, down 3. All right, we'll hop in. Down 5, 2 minutes left. Game 7, NBA Finals for what could be our 3rd NBA title. Oakley on the floor. He makes Derek Queen look short, man. You know, I'm sick of this camera. We're gonna try floor. Nickeil, DeJounte Murray on him. DeJounte, former Atlanta Hawk. Oakley inside, can't get it to go. Derek Queen, why does he look so fast? Steps back, kicks it out to Zion, getting guarded by Jalen Johnson. I forgot to set the matchup. Damn. Daniels on the rebound. Kicks it to Nickeil. Can we run a play? Why are we just like ISOing against DeJounte Murray? We can't ISO DeJounte Murray. Dyson Daniels is going to have to force something. Fading three. No good. Zion boxes out. We are 1 minute left. Man, I think we're about to lose. Jalen Johnson. No. Oakley with the steal. We got a shot. Nickeil. Do something. What are you doing? Oh my God. Stop ISOing. I know I didn't touch his ISO against good defender. Oh, he hit it though. 124, 121. DeJounte. Damn, they're not even going to call a timeout. We ain't fouling nothing. We're just going. DeJounte bodying Nickeil. Yesufu with the ball. Kicks it to Zion. And Zion's just going to get the bucket to go. Damn, I wish Austin Newell was in there. Maybe he fouled out. Nope. He only has 3 fouls and he's only played 26 minutes. And he had a good game. So I don't know what's going on. He's in now. Probably a little late though. Wish we would have hit Ricochet in the corner there. Ricochet's 3 is going to be no good. And that'll do it. Our finals bid ends there. We lose by 5. Zion, your finals MVP. All right, we're going to bring in another versatile defender on draft night. 84 3-ball. Mark Williams is out of here. We're going to start Oakley next year. Nickeil down to an 82. Suggs down to an 82. Sanders up to a 79. Oakley stayed put at an 83. Christopher up to a 78. Okay, those dudes are going to play this year, that's for sure. I think we've done an okay job drafting where we've drafted at, so we've given ourselves like a bit of a chance to prolong. Damn, they want to start Sanders. I'm fine with that. All right, switched up the starting lineup. We're going to start Dyson at the 2, Nickeil at the 1, and just see how that does. Suggs moves to the bench. We should be pretty good with that. The core is basically signed for like 5 more years, and this is the best season we've had as a team. 50 and 16, 17 now. Damn, I kind of jinxed it. I feel like I do that every single time. John Spencer MVP. I mean, dude is just a dog. Quinn Snyder wins Coach of the Year. Dyson Daniels defensive first. We're once again the 1 seed playing the Knicks. We went to 7. I just simmed it because I didn't think they had a shot. But damn, we got Orlando now in round 2. Also, let's just check. I don't even know how Nickeil did this year. 25 a game, 5 assists. Efficiency's going way down. He's still serviceable, that's for sure though. Has he broken any of his like career highs? Nope. Beat Orlando in game 1, lose in game 2. All right, shout out Jalen Johnson. He's a dog. But yeah, bro, if you can't defend, I ain't starting you no more. Game 4, we lose, and we lose in 5 to Orlando. I mean, these are just such close conferences, and Dyson's brother wins finals MVP in a rematch of the 2022 finals. Did we lose anybody? No. Sanders up to an 85 after a pretty bad rookie year when I looked at his stats. Hakeem Christopher up to an 80. Suggs down 3 to a 79. He might be out of the rotation this year. All right, I'm making a call. We're going to trade Oakley, Alex Floyd, and Hakeem Christopher for Giddey and Walker Kessler. 2 veterans that I think do a little bit more, a little better of what we need. 42% from our center can't happen. Kessler, oh shit. Hopefully that trade comes back up though. Yeah, so Kessler, 60% from the field. I like that. And then Giddey coming off a year of averaging 19, 6, and 8. He's going to come off the bench for us, but that should work pretty nicely. Oh no, he'll start at the point guard. That's fine. They got Austin Newell starting at the 4 without me even having to do it. Pretty much what I would do with the rotation. So let's see how this season goes. Bringing back Kispert to fill out the roster, as well as I guess we can bring back Trey Murphy from last year. Team is balling. Why would I say that? I always say I jinx it. Why would I say it? Nickeil's getting up there too. We can go check. This is age 35 season. He's down to an 80. Still averaging 20 points a game. But I would have to think like we're getting close to the end for bro. Another 50 win season. Sitting at 51 and 17. But now of course we trade wins and losses. Literally win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. We should have had 60 wins this year. What the hell? Wemby, your MVP. I don't even know how to say that. Tugay, yeah, whatever. Jokic. I mean, damn. We did win Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. That's pretty dope. Dyson makes defensive second team. And we are the 1 seed. Playing Philly in round 1. They got a good point guard. Not too worried about them. All right, it's 3-2. We're losing. Game 7 of round 1. Come on, bro. We can't end the era, this Hawks era like this. All right, we are going to pull out game 7. But dang, that was scary. 37 for Nickeil. Going against the Pistons. Still got Cade. They found their shooting. I mean, this is a completely different starting lineup than what they got. They got Elijah Arenas still. Game 1's a win. Game 2's a win. Game 3's a loss. 2-2. Up 3-2. On to the conference finals to play Orlando once again. Our matchups aren't bad though. How is this Barry Sanders dude doing? 9 and 6, 7. Pause. Game 1, win. Game 2 is a loss. Game 3 is a loss. We're down 3-1. 3-2, 3-3. We gotta make the finals to play Shea again. Back and forth game here, and we get blown out. 118-99. Nobody hit 20 points for us. Paolo had 26 and 22. Damn. Shea averaged 41. Paolo 28 and 12. And the Thunder win the NBA championship. We have the 9th pick from Chicago here. What a fall off for them. That actually makes me think, bro. You untouchable? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you are pretty dang good. How'd Oakley do? 9 and 8 and 9. That's not bad. All right, I tried to give him like a Godfather offer just to see, man, because this dude's game is crazy. I don't think I can go much higher than what I just offered them, bro. I know he's untouchable, but I had to see. Damn, Dash Daniels played for this many teams even after winning Finals MVP. I'm trying to look for a big swing trade. I just don't think we got it. Well, we ushered out the Jalen Suggs era by trading him a first-round pick and Josh Giddey for Amen Thompson. I guess we're going to just hold on to our 9th pick. Might as well. All right, we're going to take this Chris Mullin comp, A potential, A- 3-pointer. Sanders up to an 89. Nickeil down to a 78. Kessler down to 80. Jalen Johnson down to an 81, just falling off a cliff. Asan Newell down to an 84. And progression didn't really hit our guys. So this Henderson dude I'm giving up on fully. I just gave him a minimum deal, gave him one more opportunity to improve. He didn't. Bye. We're going to bring the 83 points per game guy in himself, as well as a younger guy named Charles Moody, who I don't really know nothing about. But Bam gives us more versatility defensively. And yeah, Walker Kessler, we're going to move on from. Jalen Johnson's era is over. We got a really good balanced starting 5 that I like. That should be really good defensively. I disagree with starting Bam though. We got Jalen Brunson apparently. We're only going to play 8 dudes, bro. Nickeil's going to play the least amount of all the starters, and yeah, and we're actually under 500 with this team. I'm gonna switch the coach system up. We're gonna try some 7 seconds with this team and just see what happens. I don't know, man. I feel like we should be able to cause turnovers pretty well, get out and run, get some easier buckets. Nickeil's still averaging 21 games, so that's not too bad. But it's kind of sad to see this core fall apart. Johnson's gone, Suggs is gone. Yes, Reese Shea's still here, Daniels is still here. I mean, Mark Williams is gone. The rotating door of center is gone, so like Walker Kessler. Who else did we have? Who was the first one? Oh, that Oakley dude that we drafted. Yeah, this is gonna be this is the worst season we've had. We're still 4th in the conference. It's a deep league at this point. You know how it goes in these 2K sims, but yeah, this is pretty discouraging. 43 wins is all we could muster. Tyson Daniels back on the defensive first team. We finished 5th in the East, going against Tyrese and the Pacers. Tyrese and the auto-generated Pacers. We do sweep them. We're playing Brooklyn, who is now at 1 seed with Boozer, Knuppel, Alan Nelson, Mike Webb off the bench. I mean, this is a deep roster. Damn. Game 1 is a loss. Game 2 is a loss. Game 3 is a win. Game 4 is a win. Game 5 is a loss. And we lose in 6 to Brooklyn, who goes on to the NBA Finals and wins. Cam Boozer, Finals MVP. And that's going to do it for Nickeil, man. Age 36 season, went out averaging 20 points a game. Career high was still 51, excuse me. Had 47 in the season. Finished with 2 NBA championships, 1 Finals MVP, 2 second-team All-NBAs. 1 second-team All-NBA, 3 third-team All-NBAs. Finished just under 24,000 points, under 3,000 assists, 2,700 rebounds, 5,200 assists, 1,420 steals, 1,240 blocks. Pretty good. Let's go see where that lands him in the NBA history books. He is the 52nd all-time leading scorer, just above Charles Barkley and finishing teammate Jalen Brunson, other teammate Bam Adebayo. I mean, he's above D Wade, Chris Paul. That's insane. They got D Wade in this Cavs picture. Finished 50 in field goals made, right behind Paul Pierce, above Larry Bird and Ray Allen, Celtics legends. He finished 14th all-time in 3-pointers. Look at Shea, 5th all-time in free throws. Did he finish up here? Where he at? I don't think he's really getting to the line like that. Yeah, I don't see him. Just barely makes makes the all-time assist leaders at number 88, right above Yakachonis, Kenny Anderson, Vic Van Leer's dad. He's low-key on blocks too, I think. Yeah, he finished above big men Andre Drummond, Chris Webber, Claxton, right behind Marc Gasol with blocks. Steals, he's number 84 all-time, 3 behind Kyrie, just above Monte Ellis. Minutes, he's number 87 all-time. Turnovers, number 73. Points per game, he's actually probably in this as well. Maybe not. Nope, unless he's just lower and I missed him. Yeah, he should be. We'll go double check that once he's fully retired. He never had any 60-point games or triple doubles. 50-point games, he had a handful. Tied for 30 all-time with 5. 52nd all-time with 40-point games at 32. Tied for 52nd, but still with Brunson again. This time in his Knicks jersey instead of the Hawks one. We'll see if he makes the Hall of Fame. I kind of doubt it. He does not. Does he get his jersey retired? He does. The Hawks did retire his number 7. That's pretty cool. And now we can double check these things. So I didn't see him in a lot of these, but he should be like right here in points per game, right at at 20. I'll sim to the end of free agency and just see if it fixes itself. Yeah, so he's number 71 all time in points per game, number 29 in free throw percentage. He might be on here for assists at the very bottom. No, but the next person to be on this list will knock out Michael Jordan. All right, that'll do it, man. All right, y'all, if y'all like these type of videos, oh wait, hold up, let me see some. Probably can't see the banners real quick, but if y'all like these type of videos, please leave a like. It helps out a tiny channel like myself a ton. I could really use it. I keep wanting to make these videos, but they're getting single-digit views, so man, I don't know how much longer I'll keep doing this, but I'm having fun with it regardless. I appreciate the support, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.